righty. Hello, and welcome and good morning to everybody out there in the TV world. Well, I guess it'll be internet world. But this is the morning roast, and we've got Mike Jimmy creeping in today.
Yeah, I mean, I had to work last week, so I came home by the time this was ended last week, so I had to catch up.
Sim, you actually are awake and ready to go this morning. Always good to see.
Like usual, you late cunt. Or you delayed cunt. Yeah, that's better. Good morning, everyone. It's always fun to see you, and it's always fun to have that greeting morning. And did you say you have your number one simp in the chat? You have the sugar simp.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. I seen him. He popped up on Red Gaze's stream there the other day.
I've been seeing him around. I'm like, who's that? Catchy name.
Yeah, like I saw the message and I was like, I'm not sure if I have to laugh at this, salute him, or block him.
Yeah, I know.
I just got to figure out who it is. It's either Pale Rider or next thing it's probably not Red Gaze. Knowing him. Yeah, Sugar Sip is here. You may
He's gonna send the Sugar Mafia to find out who it is.
But we also have with us our guest, someone that we haven't had with us in a long time, which is horribly my fault, Mr. Mike Murphy.
Oh, it's not your fault, man. It's good to be here. Hey, everybody.
Always good to have you on with us, Mike.
Yeah, happy to be here. Thank you.
I need to say Mr. Murphy. I got two mics. Come on, Chris. Oh, look, we got Frog G in the chat. He says, hey, well, can't stay, but I can hop on by to remind everyone to tickle the algorithm, smash the like, dingle the bells, and subscribe.
Do it.
Yeah, there we go. Mr. Fisk is with us. Hello, Mr. Fisk. What? What? All right, of course, we got our chat host, Mr. Soul Ion, who says, welcome to the Morning Roast, where it's been a while since we had an actual novel on the menu, and or Mr. Murphy. Don't worry, flashy optics will be included. Good morning, Chris, Sim, Mike, and chat.
Yes, absolutely.
Hail Soul.
Sim flashing his pussy. Crikey.
Yep. What's new, pussycat?
It's a pretty pussy.
Soul says he hasn't seen you in ages, Mike Jimmy.
Yeah, like Saturday or something.
You got Marinus. Hail. Oh, God. No. I don't need you in my DMs.
Yes,
No.
you do. You want to know.
Trust.
That's gonna be another baby thing.
Yeah, I don't need that. Oh, no, we don't need that.
Okay.
Alrighty.
It's the sugar simp from Nigeria.
Baby.
Right, just send him your bank info. He just needs your social.
So if you ever get a message going, click on that link for a video.
Right.
Please don't.
For a good time, just give me your social.
Yeah. Give me your social security number for a good time. Like,
Or if you ever get a message, you want to know if it's true or not, don't answer.
yeah.
It could be Lola too. Yeah, it could be Lola. There's so many people it could be. Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Lola's in the cubby trend.
No, that's
I
true.
know.
Yeah, not the sugar simp thing. She's the
Right.
hubby. Yeah.
She's in the cubby zone right now.
Oh, look who just conveniently shows up now.
Da, 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 da,
Mr.
da.
Pale Rider says, hey, because what's this? Chris is on time.
Bro, sugar, buddy, you taste so good. Why do you taste so good?
God, no. All right. I'm moving on from sugar simp. Gosh dang it.
See, Peralta's already talking about baby yet.
I get no respect, Murphy. I get none.
I know, and right now everyone's a suspect in the chat.
Yes.
Okay, so
everyone.
we definitely need to get Chris a red tie so he can do that line again. I get no respect, respect at all.
No respect.
I have one upstairs in the closet. No,
Why is it upstairs in the closet?
With my other suits?
Because he has to take it out of the closet.
Because I gotta get into the closet and come out.
Oh, come out of the closet already.
That's right. Put some respect on my name. All right, Mr. Murphy, how have you been?
What's good, man?
We haven't had you on in ages.
No, it's been way too long. I'm doing good. It's we spent most of last year in production hell, and it's good to be back on the grind. Doing promo streams. I missed it.
Yeah, I know. God's Fear Me took a while to get out there, right?
Yeah. We had some issues. We had some issues with God's Fear Me. Kind of had to redo certain parts of the book from the ground up, and we got that book. We got that book out like around October, November, and at this point, like all that's left to send out is some original art. But yeah, it's good. Like I said, it's good to be back, and we're going to be doing Deepwell towards the end of next month, beginning of April, and we've got Longshadow, and then in May we're going to be doing God's Fear Me 2, and in summer we'll be doing the Red Key.
Nice.
God's Fear Me.
There it is. That's a pretty book.
I was so happy to finally get it. And
yeah, man.
Oh man, it's a good read.
Thank you so much.
I remember reading it when you sent it to me the link there online. That's good stuff.
Good, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
But, I'm glad that what happened to cause the delay and everything, and you can fix it for the next time.
Yeah. I mean, basically, it's I mean, like that book was in production like at the very start of the pandemic, and like there was some pandemic stuff that caused some delays, and then basically our original letterer dropped off the face of the earth. I hope he's okay. But that meant hiring Eric to reletter the book from the ground up, and it was a whole thing, man.
Yeah. What are they saying now? What's Power saying? I think Sugar Simp is really Sugar Simping himself. What?
Just like a Superman type thing. You're never in the same place at the same time.
I think that is the definition of narcissism.
I take the glasses off. I'm Sugar Chris. I put the glasses on. I'm
Sugar Simp. I knew it.
Yeah, you can't put on a fake mustache because you already have one.
Soul says, looking so forward to Deepwell. After Grave Robbers, I noticed that I do need a bit of Western in my life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Deepwell as well. There was I posted an update about it. There was some production stuff with that as well. It was a giant misunderstanding between me and Raphael. There was some stuff in the script he didn't understand, and the last 5 pages he's basically had to redraw, and it's so complicated, man. Like there's like a whole bunch of action going on, and like that's the only thing that's holding us up right now. He's literally, I think, on the last 2 pages, and then I'm going to dive into the coloring and get it off to Eric to letter, and we'll go to print.
And then your current campaign is Longshadow.
Yes. Yeah. So, basically with Longshadow, knowing that we were going to be doing God's Fear Me 2 and the Red Key this year, those are 2 books that are going to take the better part of a year to get into people's hands. And I knew that I wanted to do something fast with like a really quick turnaround. And, I knew that I didn't want to have to like rely on, an entire creative team, because that's part of the process that like, I don't want to say drags things down, but it extends production time. So I started thinking back to my love of pulps, growing up, and I immediately started thinking about Jeff Lasley and his incredible art, and I've had Longshadow rolling around in my head for a decade at this point. So I thought, let's go with pulp, so I can get this thing written in a couple months, and
Cool.
commission about 5 pages of art worth, from him, and like spread that out throughout the book, and then just go to print and get it out to people by, late spring.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
And so who is this Longshadow fella?
So Longshadow is your new favorite ogre detective for hire in a high fantasy setting. He lives in the kingdom of Elos, in a town called Colon Brick, and he operates out of the back of a tavern known as Amberglass. He's an ogre that has decided that he wants more for himself. He looked at his options, and he's like, okay, I could like just live in the wilderness and feed off wildlife. I could live under a bridge. I could, hang out in a dungeon and wait for adventurers and, kill them. Or, I could try to work my way into the world of man and actually, do something with my life. And, it took him the better part of a decade. Our prequel novella opens up with him arriving at Colon Brick, and he stops in at the tavern for a drink. And within 30 minutes of being there, there's a murder. And of course, he's a 7-foot tall ogre, so all eyes are on him.
Right.
He has to prove his innocence while at the same time solving a locked room mystery.
Quick question. Did
Yeah.
you think of having this title, Longshadow, Dick for Hire?
I thought about it, man.
It just goes well together, right? Longshadow, Dick for Hire.
I mean, look, I thought I thought
You don't need to cover anymore.
I thought his blade, Elder Pain, was enough of a dick metaphor.
I don't know. The first time I heard you say like detective for hire, I'm like, come on, Longshadow,
Hey,
Dick
we
for
keep it-
hire.
We keep it classy here, my friend.
Elder Pain sounds like getting old and having something last for longer than 4 hours.
Yes, yes.
I'm trying to imagine a ogre detective. Like, you do it? No. You sure you know do it? Yes. Me stumped.
It reminded me of like Dick Tracy for a second. I'm like, oh, dude, that was so funny.
Did you do it? No. Did you do it now?
Yeah, exactly.
Just like slapping people. This important evidence. Picks it up, accidentally breaks it with his giant hand.
I think this is a little more serious of a
and then his face kind of reminds me of like a really gruff and tough like British guy who talks Cockney or something.
Yeah. I haven't decided if I want him to have the little Cockney accent or if I just want something more gruff and American-ish. Selena and I were just discussing this like a week or two ago, and we came up with the perfect voice for him, but it's totally slipping my mind right now.
Oh, that sucks.
I know.
Let's see. Yes, Marinus, I read it. I've read God's Fear Me. Let's see.
gas.
Oh, Red Gaze is here. Right after Sugar Simp.
Hey, Red.
I like Chris' comment. Look, that Longshadow is making being a private dick difficult. Everyone sees him coming. Never sees that huge thing, yeah.
Oh, we got Katie. Hello, ladies. Chris, how do you do it managing a stream and hang?
Yeah, I know. We're on to you, Chris.
Oh, Lord. Yes, I just love the punishment.
Mm-hmm.
And what is this vengeance you keep talking about, Pale Rider? I don't know what he's talking about. Let's see.
What did you do?
He's talking to Red. He wants vengeance against Red. What? No, I'm not reading that. What, do you tell me what to do? You ain't my daddy. Gosh, dang it. Redhead's my dad. Oh, we already read that one. Let me see. Sim, I put a pic in the morning roast for you.
Yeah, and it's sweet.
Remake Columbo. Instead of Peter Falk, it's a giant ogre.
I mean, that's basically it.
Oh, one last thing. I used to watch that. Gosh, I used to watch Columbo, I think at my grandparents'. I always enjoyed it when I was young. I liked it. Of course, Sugar Simp is simping for Red, apparently. What? Why would I give you a rich Katie? That's giving you power. I don't know. Don't put this on me.
You gave me a wrench out of all people.
What? You stood up for me. You called me simp multiple times on that last stream, Red.
And Johnny reminds you, don't talk to your father like that.
Hello, Johnny.
Right on time. Nobody expected the Spanish Inquisition.
So we're looking. This isn't a comic. We just got a novel. Is there going to be like illustrations like this in the book?
Yeah, so for anyone listening that's not super familiar with pulps, they kind of predated comics, and they're this weird half step between novels and short stories and comics. They're going to be accompanying black and white spot illustrations throughout the entire thing, probably somewhere between 25 and 30, all done by Jeff Lasley. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, and these two are examples of them. So these are probably going to take up the bottom half of the respective pages that they're going to be on, but there'll be smaller illustrations, larger splash pages, at the start of chapters. It's it's going to be a whole production. The book's going to look gorgeous.
Okay, and I like the placement of this candle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't even tell him to do that. I was like, Jeff, we are on the same page, my friend.
High quality work. I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out, by the way.
Mm-hmm. And I see we have
I see a lack of a Longshadow, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, he's got a sword to his throat. He's got performance issues.
he as George says, he's under the pole.
He's a bit under pressure right there,
Hey, to some people it turns them on, the others, it doesn't always work. I mean,
well, see, the thing that you're not seeing is if you would look down in the water, it would be like a deep shadow, like with the sharks and the Jaws movies and stuff.
Right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Going around like this in the water.
Right.
How many pages is this novel, Mike?
Yeah, man, the text itself is going to be 112 pages, so I don't know what that's going to break down to once we start adding in the art. I'm guessing it could be anywhere between 125, 130, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, man. And the prequel novella is going to come in at 36 pages, like our other prequel novellas that we do for our other campaigns, like the one for Gods Fear Me and the one for Deepwell, which I'm actually doing one final pass on this week.
And, excuse me. What was I saying? Gosh dang it. And how long you been working on this? Like the character and the story and everything?
Yeah, man. So the character has been in my head for close to a decade. Basically, whether it's a pen and paper or a video game like Elder Scrolls or whatever, whenever there's a chance to do a character creation thing, I always roll as Longshadow. Like he's been my guy for, like I said, 10 years at this point. So everything from D&D sessions to Skyrim. So I know this guy pretty good at this point. The only thing that took time to develop was like a unique fantasy world, and that's where most of the development time went in. So I've been working on this off and on since about late August or September of last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's it's not often I see like a kind of like a detective, almost like mystery kind of story set in like a fantasy setting. Is this going to be like high fantasy or lower fantasy?
Yeah, it's very Robert E. Howard. So there is a magic system in the world, but it's not something that's so grandiose that it borders on like the D&D realm. It's mostly along the lines of like fireballs, stuff like that, but he's not going to be rewriting the laws of reality, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes that high fantasy is just too high.
A little
like,
bit.
well, if they have all these powers, what's
Yeah, at what point is a normal person useless, essentially?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Mr. Fist says Longshadow is on the case. The mystery of the imposter simp.
He'll crack the case.
Yeah.
He just walks into your room.
Let's see. That's a hot spring. No shrinkage there. Well, I don't know. I've never been to a hot spring, Red.
Yeah, no shrinkage, trust me.
The screen cap will look great in my dog. What? He stands up now, but he becomes Longshadow.
That's the official porn parody.
We'll get the. Oh, what the heck's that guy's name? I don't know. That one guy's doing all the Marvel and DC porns. Axel Braun? Is that his name? I don't know. But yeah.
As long as the caption doesn't say, "Why does it have fangs?"
He thought he was making love to a tavern wench, but it was a mimic all along.
It's like, did you guys ever see that little web comment that somebody did? It was like a joke of the Superman and Lois thing when they're about to have sex and he puts his pants down. She goes, "What the hell? Why the hell does it have tweezers? Doesn't it have all the time to like kind of grab you on the side or something?"
The Kryptonian uterus actually fights back.
Right.
Katie says she still don't like the fact she is running away from him in those springs. You run towards the Longshadow when you see one.
Miriam, I know. We had this whole thing hanging out on Red Gaze the other day. I know. It was a choice. It was a choice on Jeff's part, but I get you.
Okay. See, we've got a map already. So do you have everything set up then? That's cool.
Yeah, man. Turns out people are thirsty for maps because this was one of the first things that sold.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, people love fantasy maps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching one of the guys I watch that plays video games and stuff. He was showing off a whole program where you could make fantasy maps and like put the towns in and put the houses and do all this stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. Longshadow will figure out who stole that sweet roll.
Yes.
Deep.
Who stole my sugar crisps?
She needs some distance to get a running start for the schlong jump.
Yeah. She's just trying to clear it, man.
Who is this lady?
That is Sweet Alice. She's the head barkeep of Amberglass, and Yeah, so this is going to be the cover for A Murder in Amberglass, the prequel novella. Very much a work in progress. Like I'm nowhere near done with the coloring and rendering on it. And yeah, so this is the story that focuses on that first night, about 10 years ago that Longshadow arrives into town.
Oh, okay. So how rowdy is the tavern?
Oh, it's pretty rowdy. It's described in the book as every house has that dark corner where the dust and spider webs gather.
Mhm.
That's Amberglass.
Oh, okay. Thought maybe it was like Coyote Ugly or something.
No, it's more like the Piper type.
Let's see, giving Katie a wrench is just a disrespect, Johnny. That may be true.
Do it out of spite, my friend.
Sugar is just used to claiming shrinking.
Damn, Red Gay's going hard this morning against you, man.
Well, I mean, that was I don't even have a pool. I'm like, oh, I just get out of the shower. Why do you know so much about Marvel porn? I seen it on Twitter.
You're right. You just
Yeah.
had something to pass a Sunday afternoon, and we all know it.
I scrolled through Twitter and I seen these really great looking costumes, and I was like, "Wow, that's really good." And then it was porn.
Mhm.
I
was
mean,
like,
look,
"Whoa."
I wasn't going to try to be a prude and act like, none of us here don't watch porn. But when you started going into director names, I was like, all right, man, I'm just going to give you enough rope here. Like, I'm not saying anything.
Especially when he knows the name of the sponsors.
Yeah.
What is GodDragon.com?
Like, and he pulls out the phone and he has Ron Jeremy's phone number. Like, fuck.
Right.
That's the Chris Evans we're talking about.
It's me. It's me. It's me all around.
Oh boy.
Map thirst is real.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh God, yeah. Map thirst isn't something you want to advertise.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh, that's bad.
you're going to start getting those Russian bots in the chat, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. We always do anyway.
Red locks. I do love a good redhead.
Yeah. So Redlocks is the
I don't feel safe suddenly.
I said good redhead.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, so Redlocks is the femme fatale of the book, since this is part noir, and she's the one who comes to Longshadow with the job proposition to take down the Prince of Echoes, who's the big bad of the book.
And so all this green light radiating out from her crotch.
Mhm. Perfectly natural.
What's going on with that? Does she need to bathe down there? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, she's not so fresh these days. Yeah, so she's she's the question that I've been going with is, you have to ask, does she own the sword, or does the sword own her?
Ooh.
So yeah, she's bound to this sword. It's called Nightgrind, and it's basically a living blade. It's a parasitic creature, and there's way more backstory to get into with that, but like that's later in the book stuff, later in the series stuff. But yeah, it is the source of everything that she's able to do on the mystic side, and it is very much a parasitic relationship.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like the ebony blade for Black Knight from Marvel.
Yeah, when you're doing a fantasy series, you got to come correct with the swords, right? Both in terms of names and abilities. So, like Elder Pain is Longshadow's blade, and Nightgrin is her blade. There's a couple other blades, and there's also a certain katana from another book that's going to be making a brief appearance in this. So yeah, I really took time to focus on like making the swords as cool and epic as I could.
So katana must
Yeah.
be Sam Din.
Yeah, you saw it in a spot illustration earlier, actually.
Oh, it was right there.
Yeah, it was right there.
Interesting. Now there's even more questions.
Yeah, this is very much tied to the Murphyverse stuff that I've been building up, and yeah, like this is canonically going to be the first appearance of the Red Key.
Yes. How did Red Key get a sword from samurai dinosaurs?
Yeah, and why does he have a severed android head hanging from his belt?
Dum dum dum. Shenanigans.
So many shenanigans, man. Like there's some cool stuff in this book.
Ooh, I like that.
Look at him.
Oh, thank you.
He's got wood.
So yeah, this is go ahead. So this is Rinsmore, and the analogy I've been using is he's kind of Q to Longshadow's James Bond. Whenever there's something in the realm of mysticism that Longshadow can't get a beat on, Rinsmore is the dude who helps him out. He's this druid that's been living out in the swamps about 30 miles out from Colon Brick, and he's basically, so you know how Alan Moore is always going on about like his snake god BS.
What?
Yeah.
I heard that he was like into the mystical stuff.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
like
know exactly
Alan.
what.
No, Alan Moore like full on worships like an ancient Babylonian snake god. Man,
Wow.
there's like really interesting reading out there on the dude if you go digging for it. But
Right.
so basically like I know it's kind of a like deep inside joke, but like I like the idea of what happens if all the stuff that Alan Moore believed actually overtook him and possessed him. This is a druid who believes in this forest deity, and when we meet him at the beginning of the story, it's right after the forest deity has kind of enveloped him and transformed him into this somewhere between like a wood ent and swamp thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Mahogany.
Mm-hmm.
Mahogany.
Hey, Padre, tell me, did you get wood?
I just want to say in the closet door makes. What? I don't have any costumes. Perez says Incarnate is a pretty good map making tool. Oh, we got Mr. Brinkley. Says good morning, Americans, Ed and Mike.
Hey, good morning.
Let's see. What's Katie say? It's not like I'd like to lobby for anyone, but Johnny is a bot killing pro once given a wrench. Well, so is Soul, and he already has one. So we're good. Soul saying to Mike Murphy, if Tree Bart is Q, what is the Aston Martin of Longshadow?
Longshadow, like let's go with another analogy. Like Longshadow is going to have his version of Battle Cat from He-Man. There are these things called fire tails that start off as like adorable little like orange kittens and grow into these giant monstrous cat-like beasts that can be ridden and spit fire.
Neat.
So okay. I don't know why. When you started talking about it, I had like fire pussy as a joke, and you just at the end it just like fiery. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You can't, I'm like, no, it's not gonna work, and you just made it work. I'm like, wow.
Hey, I'm setting them up for you, man. Just knock them out of the park.
I knew. Oh my god! I knew he believed in mystical stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know the specifics. And I knew the porn prop guy's name because he showed up on my Twitter a lot at one
Right.
point in time.
Yeah, and they think that writing and that just writing is magic, and the way that they're writing the dude is fucked up. There's him and Grant Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grant Morrison's chaos magic stuff cracks me
Yes.
up.
Dude, he did an entire presentation on it.
Yeah, that's great. The one where he walks on the stage and first thing he does is just scream into the mic.
Yeah, and then he starts explaining how to take the letters and then make a symbol out of it.
Mm-hmm. And then what
A
you have
power
to
symbol. Yeah.
and then what you have to do to charge the symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, man.
Okay. Well, I'm
Bunch-
glad you guys are, because I'm not. I don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I
Completely
Well,
lost.
good for you to be that oblivious to it. I was gonna say ignorant, but it's a blessing at this point.
Yeah.
When you actually find out, you're like, why?
ignorance is bliss.
In certain things, yes.
Yeah.
So this looks like a maybe like a spirit or an elemental.
So this is the Prince of Echoes in his like base pure form. So yeah, that's right. I didn't really touch on the Prince of Echoes too much. So I know everybody says it, but I had like my own take on vampire stories. And so with the Prince of Echoes, the whole thing is he's this mysterious being that's kind of terrorizing the countryside, and that's where Redlocks comes in with the job commission. The Prince of Echoes is my take on vampires, and instead of like blood consumption, think of him as like a supernatural take on the thing. Instead of drinking blood, he consumes a person's entire soul, spirit, whatever you want to label it as, and inhabits their body like a shell. And when that shell is used up, he moves on and consumes the next person, and he can essentially just body hop his way into immortality.
He's like a spirit parasite.
Yeah, exactly.
Neat. A soul sucker.
Mm-hmm.
I met a few of those myself in my day. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, what is
Some called you baby.
The Longshadow by Butch Cleaver, Matt Burke.
Yeah. So Matt Burke's been really supportive through the entire campaign, and he produced this 11x17 pinup and gave me the A-OK to go ahead and sell it on the campaign.
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Get that. Let's see. You, Mr. Dongshade, get that thing out of my card and I'll reward you handsomely.
That's what they call him on the streets.
Like Jimmy looks like he's thinking about drawing Monster Kitty fan art already.
Look, I've got my own monster right here, okay? There we go.
Whew, thank God it's the cat.
I would not move it downward if it was anything else.
I was like, don't pan down, no.
Oh, this Longshadow talk well. Let's see. Was the radioactive chick a soul sucker? Well, I wasn't around. I wasn't around long enough to find that out. I guess she was a mess. I'll say that. Let's see. And I never played the trailer. I should do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
I should probably do that.
Yeah, you should. About time.
Neat.
Wait, unmute myself. That'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah,
All
that'll
right.
help.
All right. Oh, I didn't check the thing before I refreshed it. Oh well.
So are there only
I'm
7
sure.
days left now, or are you still extending?
Wait, I missed that. What's up?
Are you on your last 7 days, or are you extending still?
Oh no, we're gonna be extending, but this last week I'm gonna be hustling as hard as I can. Basically, as is always the case, if we can manage to hit funding, that's just the sooner I can put Jeff to work and get this thing into people's hands.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Did you refresh?
Remember the react? Yeah, I refreshed. Radioactive chick. No. Yeah. Well, I'm sure Soul will tell me if we got if we got Sugar Rush. So I don't have to tell any stories yet.
Right.
Let's see.
Thank God.
What do we got? Hey, I don't do it by choice.
I don't know. We have new stories by your choice, and it was your choice to tell the first one.
What are you talking about?
It was your decision to tell that red dress story, and it was later your decision to tell the story of Babi.
I was coaxed into it.
I didn't. I was not even aware of the Babi one.
You coaxed me into the telling of the stories.
I coaxed you.
Yeah, you all did.
What? Am I Longshadow?
Maybe.
I love watching Mom and Dad argue.
I got strapped down to this rocking chair. I got slapped around a little bit. I was made to do all this against my will. All right. So the Chibi pack, is that if that's all of your previous work plus this one?
Yeah, we totally stole this from Mandy. We're going to be doing chibi packs on all our campaigns, and basically every time a new book comes out, we're just going to add one to the stack.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So we've got you've got the book, the digital. You've got, of course, the swag bag, which you've done before.
Yeah, every campaign, man, it'll be there. So yeah, with the swag bag, you'll get a copy of Longshadow, a copy of the prequel. You're also going to be getting a trading card, a print of the map. You'll be getting a Longshadow sticker and a mini poster of the cover.
Let's see. And then what other options here? Premium swag. What's premium swag?
Yeah, so these character design pieces that I worked up for Jeff to work off of, you'll be getting everything in the regular swag, but you'll also be getting the original art for these, quick character studies I did for him.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna be there's gonna be 8 in total. I'll be rolling them out like every 2 weeks or so.
Oh, okay. Huh. Yes, we got some. Oh, what's this? Drawn into here.
Mm-hmm.
Can Chris die?
Past tense, but yeah, Chris can totally die.
Interesting. And I do like dying.
We know.
Original art. Yeah, so there's plenty. So some of it's already been bought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the piece of them meeting in Longshadow's Hot Springs that sold, I think, over the weekend.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you can still get the main cover. You can still get some of the other characters' designs there, and the prequel novellas cover there. Yeah, you still got plenty of options for original art, a drawn into here. Yeah, I'd recommend getting this chibi pack.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the option of everyone, like any chance that there is for a new reader to come in and get all of our past catalog into their hands. Like, I don't know, I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I was
That's what that's what I was always saying. Like a lot of backers kept telling people like, are you gonna have number 2? I'll wait for the next book.
Right.
I mean, how many people are asking for the same thing? That's all I always said. It's always good to bring a tier with your old books. That's why I had this impact with the Bloodhound and Telson and Adverse and stuff like that. I always thought it's important, especially in crowdfunding.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great workaround instead of like relaunching individual campaigns for like new printings or whatever of the older titles.
The now this would still be, you're running out of first editions of Sam and Den, aren't you?
Yeah, we have a couple up on our eBay store. We have a couple with the Gods Fear Me leftover campaign that's still running, and so like these are our last 4 copies attached to this campaign. So probably when we launch Gods Fear Me 2, the Samurai books in that chibi pack are probably going to be second printing.
Oh, yeah. So you want to get on it now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, someone wants to know, Mike, does he have an inner monologue like in the noir movies, or is the detective description just a little bit of flair?
Yeah, I thought about that a lot, like more than I should have actually. Longshadow's kind of like in terms of that monologue, he's not exactly a thinker, so he's kind of in the workman like Hellboy thing of like he just says whatever's in his mind.
just imagine that. That whole detective like noir thing, like where they narrate, and then it's got like Cockney.
Where's Charlie's London when you need her?
Yeah, exactly. That would be great. Yeah, that's what he sounds like. He's just Charlie.
Boys, 10
high pitch.
Well, it was past 10 p.m. and I got out of the pub in that country slag. Don't go so far. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Let's see. It says the prequel cleavage. Yes. We got Pops. Hey, sir.
Hey.
Power says, what's this? Can Chris be drawn in as a red dress wearing prostitute in the Yavern, asking for a friend?
We were talking about that on some stream, like all these drawn in tiers that you've taken part in, like you've never been rendered in the dress.
Yeah, I'm not over there asking for it. I'm not like, yes, please draw me in a dress in this book.
The worst part is like he got people commissioned others to draw him in a red dress instead.
Right.
Remember Mavericks?
I try to forget. Soul says, Sim, I can literally imagine all the people being like, will Bloodhunk 1 be included, Daddy? What? What?
Oh,
Okay.
I think there was supposed to be Bloodhound, but honestly, Bloodhunk is a lot more funny.
Bloodhunk is great. Again, that's the official porn parody.
Yes.
Dog shaped smash. This is internal monologue about Grunk sometimes smash for fun, sometimes Grunk smash for anger. Grunk now smash because pretty lady only wears sword in front of her front butt.
It's a legitimate reason.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. When are we going to see some of Selena's work on these campaigns?
Yeah, I know. We've been talking about that, man. Maybe, like we were talking about before the show, like there's a bunch of like real life stuff that we got to figure out this year. But we're talking about maybe doing a campaign together, or maybe her doing a solo campaign early next year.
Cool.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I like. It's not a ton of pages, That's kind of nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like the entire point of like pulp as a genre is to be this like like quickly consumable thing that you can go through in one sitting. And yeah, like I've been saying, like on other streams, like I think that there's a way to bring pulp back and modernize it without directly associating it with the older characters that people maybe think of, like the Shadow, Conan. I think that there's a way to do it for a modern audience, and this is me taking a stab at it.
Hey,
Just-
nothing but good
yes.
luck to you.
I like a lot of pages in books,
Hmm.
but then sometimes I like to get a book that's kind of smaller that I can just kind of portable and I can read it pretty quickly in a couple settings and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I see the value in both,
Hmm.
but occasionally I like something smaller like this.
Yeah, yeah, like it's definitely meant to be that thing of like in one or two sittings you can just tear through it.
Okay, what's the chat saying there? Oh, Red, I'm not saying anything. Gosh dang it. I'm not saying nothing about yours. Oh, gosh, I wasn't even thinking about your book when I said that. Gosh.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Yeah, it's I'm glad to see some interesting fantasy coming out. I just seen, what was it, yesterday or something, that they were revealing some of Amazon's Lord of the Rings show.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, right?
Oh no! I'm like, why does the dwarf woman not have a beard?
Yep.
Why is she wearing female clothes? She's
Not just
supposed to
that.
look like a man.
Not just that. Why is she fat? Like
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She's supposed to be a dwarf.
Yeah, they're
She's
supposed
not
to be
to. She's not supposed to look cuddly. She's supposed in the Tolkien verse, the dwarf women are not supposed to be looking that different from the male. Like
Right.
you should be
They're
putting them in a
indistinguishable.
fucking plot that they're like in one spot, and you're like, you should think that they're all male from a quick glance, right?
Yeah.
So she should not be fat, chubby, or anything. She should be bulky.
Yeah.
Like she should be like a strong woman, like a farmer woman that's been,
Right.
like I'm sorry, she should be bulkier.
She
and
should be
have
bordering
the
on
big,
ripped.
Yeah, she should be all muscled, and she should be wearing more like man style clothes, and
now
she should have a beard. And
Now that said, I really love the meme my bro showed me yesterday, where it's a little comic book meme, right? And a guy comes to the dwarven lady, that dwarven woman that's working on the sword or something. She goes, I thought dwarf lady had beards, and she answers, "We do. We just don't wear them in our faces." The guy looks at her like, "Yeah, braids and rings and all." And I just imagine putting a sexy naked dwarf babe, tits out, everything, and all you have is that big dwarf shag in the shape of a dwarf beard, holding an axe and going, "We are the last line."
Dude, if they were
going up all the way.
right, all the way.
And dude, I laughed my ass up when I read that meme. We just don't wear it in our faces, and it's as long and that reminded me of the Zohan. This is the biggest.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Why is she? Why is the dwarf who lives underground black? Wouldn't they be very light skinned from not being around sun?
Yep.
I don't know.
Lots of sun, lots of
Yeah, I mean, look, it's kind of like I watched the Critical Drinkers take on it, and as always, like I tend to agree with the guy. Like there are Tolkien purposely designed parts of the world that he didn't fully explore with like way more like multicultural people in it than the focus of the stories themselves. You could have drawn from that stuff and introduced characters from those regions and
Yeah.
like explored all types of themes with the Lord of the Rings, if that's what you were going for with this thing, instead of just like copy pasting your own personal agenda onto pre-existing races. And
not just that, just the idea. Look, dude, we're talking about a race of freaking dwarfs that
Right.
all look the same.
Right.
They're technically gender fluid. They could have played with that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They could have played it like that fits their fucking agenda. Like they're all unisex. Some have tits, some don't, but they're all man. And they're like, they could have played with that. And even though probably would have complained still, but it would have been funnier though. Would have been more fitting.
If you want to see that done right, read the Watch series by Terry Pratchett on Discworld. Seriously, like he does it right. You got a female dwarf in there, and originally Cheery Littlebottom, because fuck yeah, that's a hilarious name. They're all male until you see the little quirks, like the eyes having a little bit of makeup.
Right.
And considering that
A little boobage, just
a little bit of boobage, but like the fact that a leather skirt is already out of the question, because that's not armor, that's not the dwarven way. So you could have worked that in so well. It doesn't have to be
They
hard.
could have made it work, but no. They had to go and pull. That's how you know that it's stupid, that it's really fake. That's how you know that it is.
Right.
Because when we're telling them how to do their fucking agenda, right? Come on, it's when you think about it.
My opinion on it is, it's not made for Lord of the Rings fans at all. We need to.
No,
We need to make it for the broadest audience, while at the same time pulling from the movies and stuff that everybody knows and loves, and bringing that in. So that's why it's like it is.
Dude, it's worse than that. It's not even for a wider audience or variety of people. It's more about making it about their small minority.
Right.
That's all it is. Because that's the thing of like right now, that dwarf is not the dwarf that she's gonna be playing. It's her. It's gonna be that woman. She's not gonna be playing a dwarf. It's always the way that they approach everything.
Yeah,
They're not living in the fantasy world. They're bringing the fantasy world to their home.
Yeah, like they always do this thing of like, well, we need to tell a story that reflects the modern world, and it's like, so what you're saying is America. Like these people have this really like myopic view of what society and culture is.
And if it's not about them, well, it doesn't matter. So even if it has to be a fantasy in the year 500, well, you better make it relevant to what's happening now. So it has to have Google, it has to have iPhone,
right.
And don't forget, come on.
Dwarf guy. Yeah, I am. Yeah, well, I believe that they believe that this is for the appeal of the wider audience.
It's like go to ancient Greece and go yell gay freedom for the hell of it.
Right.
When you all know that they were pretty much all gay there.
That's actually that makes me want to wash my ears out with fluid soap.
Hey, no hate.
Yeah,
I've seen short girls, and I'm not talking about dwarves here. I'm talking about
My last ex was 4'9". I mean, like short girls. Come on.
Man, you're groovy.
Yeah.
So better back to sexy nuns. Oh no, Douglas Ziffer's starting about his sexy nuns. You got any of those in this book, Mike?
That's volume 2, man. It's nothing. It's just.
Sorry, Douglas Ziffer. Well, Douglas Ziffer, you're gonna have to buy volume 1 so you know why there's sexy nuns in volume 2.
Yeah.
It's big dick and the nuns.
Right. It's the coven from the Holy Grail all over again.
Spankings.
Okay, I don't know if we talk about it because where does that come from? Who created it, and where does Longshadow come from?
Wait, what?
What?
Are we
You said
talking about
Longshadow. You said Longshadow, right? He's technically a public domain character, isn't he?
No,
Or you just came up with it?
No, this is all me, man.
Okay, so it's not a Pulp Fiction. That's what I mean. That's what I thought you meant when you said that you were bringing back an old Pulp Fiction.
No.
I'm
I
asking
mean,
how-
it's just the format, not necessarily, like taking an old public domain character.
Oh, that's what I thought it was. I'm sorry.
No,
Since the get-go, I thought that was a public domain character you were bringing that I just didn't know about.
Yeah, no. Like I was saying earlier, like I first created him just as kind of like a blank template RPG character for like tabletop and video games. And at this point it's been like 10 years. So I know, like playing him in a series of titles, like I know him pretty well. So like the bulk of the development time was just building up like, a fresh fantasy world to drop him into.
Okay, I was under the impression that you just grabbed like an old, like I don't know why, but it's like I thought you grab an old character and just revamped it and did your own version with it.
The problem that like where you misunderstood it is the fact that he named the Shadow, and he said it pretty quickly, so you could have heard it as Longshadow. But like with the older
Sure.
Yeah.
I think that's where it comes from.
Where it comes from is Sim wasn't listening.
I'm listening more than you think.
Guys, it's Valentine's Day. Don't fight.
Yeah, I didn't even get a card, and I'm the last one that got the link. He's sharing a goddamn group and partnering it to me. What a fucking cunt.
Hey, you can get it out of the group like everybody else.
It's just
It's
like
fucking Valentine's Day. See how he treats me?
Hey, we got Horror Radios with us.
This is what
the shit.
This is what a dwarf couple fight sounds like. Very manly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of Dick,
What's up, Dick?
that reminds me, maybe Mr. Murphy could join us one day for the tabletop sessions.
Yeah, sure, man.
You could play as Longshadow.
I probably would.
And then you can see Chris keep that Longshadow away from me.
Nothing's made for core fans anymore. Yep.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
all it's all about that wider audience.
Please tell me you're not bringing the fungus again, Chris.
Huh?
You're not going to be playing the fungus again, are you?
No, I'm not playing as my mushroom man. I'd be playing as something different. Let's see. Mr. Fist says he's tired of seeing European erasure in today's propaganda-laden media. No one would be cool with white Wakandans, so why the F are we supposed to be okay with black West European characters?
I do have an idea. Let's do a rebranding of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air all white.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we remade the Cosby Show.
Mhm.
All white.
Well, I mean that's technically Family Guy, but
Okay,
I know that's the joke.
Why you knew who the Marvel porn props guy was, but why are you following him? I'm not following him. What? Am I? No, I'm not following him. It's bullshit. I kept seeing that because people kept bringing him up in tweets saying like, "Oh, look at how bad Captain Marvel's costume is when he's doing this so much better, and he's a porn thing."
You watch it for the costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a cosplayer. Look at the lips.
You didn't see his comic book reviews, did you?
Dick says they had to touch Tolkien, didn't they? They came for video games. I was pissed, but who cares? They came for D&D. I was getting annoyed, but again, who cares? You do not touch Tolkien, you bastard.
Come on, you knew it was coming. They went for Star Wars. After that, obviously, it's going to be Lord of the Ring.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, look,
they didn't care about the material at all, just milking an established brand with subpar writers and putting whatever they like in and counting on noise to eat it up. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, look, eventually this stuff is going to steamroll over everything that everyone cares about.
Mhm.
It's kind of inevitable at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That's
this is why everybody should support some truckers.
Yes.
Oh, God. Pale Rider's sober.
No.
Gasp.
Bill Ryder, please go fix that. We don't know what might happen if it goes on for too long.
Oh, Raiden Radio. Hail, hail, sir.
Hail.
I like salsa. The Fresh Prince of Quebec, all lumberjacks. Yep.
I'd watch that.
Making trouble in that neighborhood, eh?
Yeah, and among all those lumberjacks, you put one Mountie.
I was we were talking about Lord of the Rings. I was scrolling through Facebook and memes pop up all over my Facebook all the time, and a Lord of the Rings one popped up, and I commented on it.
Mhm.
And then I came back and I had over 500 likes. I was feeling pretty nice.
Wow.
I was like, wow, look at me.
Mhm.
I'm an influencer. It's the soul saying you could put your Pathfinder Shroom dude in things too. Oh, come on now. No,
It's
no,
like-
no. He's fine.
It's like I had my most popular tweet last time. It was, remember when I put the Ramus freaking quote about helping other creators when you spot them and stuff like that. Dude, that one went over 1,000. I'm like, holy shit.
Wow, that's
Wow.
great.
Yeah.
You advertise for yourself after you saw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I should have.
Gonna stop picking you off, Brady.
We're pretty inside.
What? You're not growing fungus in your pants again, are you? What? Ew.
Oh, here's a butt. Get it.
Jack Reacher's a
Wow.
That's what I keep hearing, Pale Rider. I keep seeing people say Jack Reacher's good.
Yeah, I saw the guy that plays there. Like, I didn't see their thing, but as soon as I saw the guy's face, I'm like, dude, that's Orion. The guy looks so much like the guy that could play Orion in the New Gods. Like, he looks so beef and like just the face he has. Like, dude, he looked at. I saw him. I'm like, that's Orion. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What if they remade Cheers? Yeah, that's true. That would be awful. Let's see. Up there it is. And block. An error occurred. Oh, Soul must already got it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Soul must already got it. Too bad you. Oh, come on, Pale Rider. Too bad you don't have 500 subs.
Oh.
Yeah, if only.
You'll get there. By the way, don't forget to sub, like, and share. And when we reach that 500 sub, we're giving away an original art and that heavy metal sketch cover by yours truly. So go like share. Sharing is caring, and let's shove it up in the Pale Rider's face.
Sim, look at this.
What?
Have you seen this? Look at that.
Ooh.
Jack Kirby Absolute Fourth World Volume 2.
Oh, hey.
Look at
There's
that.
a volume. What?
Yeah. Said this, it's Aaron Myersfall said this arrived today to size.
Oh, Absolute Fort World. So that's the biggest version. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Ain't that a nice looking piece though? The cover
I dig
there?
that.
That is cool looking.
Ooh, what is that?
That's the book.
That's the book? That's what it looks like?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I wasn't sure if it was a plate or something, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's how it arrived, he said. That looks great.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
I know. I got the omnibus and I won't buy anything else.
Click and chat for Sim. Gosh dang it. What?
It's actually pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Truck you, Trudeau.
Yeah. I can get behind that 100%.
And I'm being called the simp. I tell you. Wait,
But the simp is for mediocre pussy. That's not mediocre.
Wait, hold on. Is Sugar Simp is Sugar Simp simping for me, or is it saying that I'm a simp? I don't know.
No, it's your simp.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I mean not good.
Well, maybe you also may be a simp. I don't know.
That may be not good. I don't know. Let's see.
I mean, it depends on the person doing the simping, I guess.
That's true, yeah. Pop says he saw a picture of a certain DVD some of us have been waiting for. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
What DVD?
is making a documentary about Jack Kirby, and he received the DVDs.
Oh,
and,
Glenn.
yeah, and then a couple of other things today. So he's only waiting for the book.
Yeah, I gotta get him on sometime soon. Or no, it was no, we're gonna have him on after he launches, he said. Yeah.
Okay.
I think after he launches, we're gonna have him on. Because I told him I thought it'd be nice to have him on, and I think Sim might be interested in that. He's a big fan of Mr. Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to have him on to learn about it.
Yeah,
Mistress says, will there be a Longshadow versus Shuga Tarna on Korra crossover event?
I can make that happen.
Like everything there. Okay.
Right.
We got Mr. Tank. It's good morning, you magnificent bastards.
Good morning.
Hope you're doing well this morning, Tank. Let's see. Sim saying I got the omnibus is one of the most predictable things ever. Sim. Let's see. Simpin' is simpin'. Doesn't matter for who. And we got, of course, Sugar Simp. Or my name, you get something about me. Of course. Oh, we got Rick Sailor. Hail, hail, sir. All right.
Hail.
Now, come on, guys. 1110 USD. Don't be a bastard and make it 1111. Go a little further than that. Give the guy some love. Come on.
Don't fucking tempt me.
Can you
Well,
only send $1? What? Is that a thing you can do?
Yeah, you can donate. Like, that's the thing. Like, when the campaign is live, you can just donate, and you could donate just $1 just to have it at 11111. Yeah.
Don't do that. Well, what am I saying? Do it. I'll take it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'll take that free one. Let's see. I'm calling Pale Rider equals Sugar Simp. Oh, so Soul's thinking it's Pale Rider.
Chickens.
Yeah, there's not many people that use that red dress emoji.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm,
Yeah, it
mhm,
is
mhm.
using the red dress emoji. It's looking bad for you, Pale.
Mm-hmm.
Or red? It's so hard to distinct those two. Oh.
I mean, Pale Rider does use the red dress emoji a lot more.
Yeah. It's not looking good, Pale Rider.
Mm-hmm.
Pale's like, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but it's not me.
That's exactly what someone who is doing it would say.
Right, right.
Oh, dude, we're stuck in that freaking brainy loop.
Yep.
That's
So
what somebody that said that would do.
Where did Longshadow get his sword?
That's volume 2 stuff. There might be some time jumping going on in volume 2. Yeah, it's definitely something that he came across during that time away from his pack and looking to integrate himself into the world of man.
Oh, okay.
Does the fact that it has that greenish leaf reflection in it have anything to do with the fact that it's a sword bill from a leaf?
No. So aesthetically,
I remember a myth about that, like, somebody that had like
Looks elven.
right.
It's the glass swords and Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. It's it's pure glass, and Jeff just decided to have it reflect the trees in the inset illustration there. So actually, most of the time, it's just going to appear kind of clearish.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's neat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically, the inspiration for the blade was like, I don't know when the last time any of you saw From Dusk Till Dawn was, but I really like that clear dagger that they stab what's his name with, and then like stab it into the table right before everyone turns.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Gosh, it's been a while.
Yeah,
Since I've seen good movie.
Mhm.
It's one of my
been a while.
favorites.
How would a glass sword work though? Wouldn't it just shatter upon like impact?
Well, I mean, it depends on the type of glass. Like it's
Yeah.
the name Elder Pain, like the should imply like it's not just traditional glass. It's it comes from a certain part of the kingdom, and yeah, it's been forged and fashioned, and it's
It's
ultra
more
rare.
like crystal.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Wow, look at this. Katie's showing up putting in
Uh-oh.
red dresses.
Uh-oh.
Dun.
Good job, Katie. You just made the list. Taking credit. You can get away with saying it's not him because of his multiple personalities. Oh no! Now Soul thinks it's Katie. Oh, there's Trish. Good morning, Trish.
Hey, Trish.
Let's see.
Red's like, I just call Sugar a simp on streams. I don't need another account. I know, right?
Let's see. Sugar Jericho. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna start a band next, Johnny. Go on tour.
Yeah. Chris and the Sugars.
Oh lordy.
Sugar, Chris, and the Honey Drops.
Yeah, the
That's
Sugar
right.
Babies.
It's got to be Sugar and the Sims.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Sugar and the Simps. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, you guys were a Motown act.
Doom bop, doom bop.
Getting all cappella up in here.
The who mouth, the who
now
mouth.
this how I guess it's a high fantasy world. So how like the different races, how I guess recognizable, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Would they be like if I come from D&D, are the ogres going to be like how they are in D&D? Are the elves going to be like they are in D&D? Yeah, like like how they act and stuff.
Well,
Like are the ogres going to be dumb brutes?
I mean, it's a mix. And one of the things, when I talked about world building, one of the things that I took a long time with was, making, because it's that thing of like, like we've all read and watched like hundreds of fantasy stories. So it's like I didn't just want to repeat like the same stuff that's come before. There are going to be some races that obviously like Longshadow's an ogre. There are going to be some pullovers from other stories, but I wanted to try to make this world feel as different as possible. So I don't think I'm gonna have elves in them. I designed like a bunch of new races, like I was talking about the Fire Tales earlier. I just when as a reader, when I read something, I like something that feels unique and of itself instead of just like the analogy I was using yesterday on a different stream was like, when you read someone who puts out like their not Batman book, and you're like, this is just Batman. I kind of feel the same way with like fantasy and sci-fi. It's like, oh, this is just I really wanted to write an episode of Star Trek novel, you know?
Right.
So yeah, like it's not exactly one-to-one. There'll be a couple of similar races, but for the most part, like it's all unique creations.
Nice.
Okay, good. Let's see. Looks like Red said there are people who actually do this and millions of sock accounts just for us others. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
The pic Pale Rider sent me the other day about Chris's hunting skills.
Oh dear.
Is Sugar Simp a simp for someone else, or are we supposed to be simping for Sugar Chris? I don't know.
The answer is yes.
Just yes. Just do it. Banning us is the quickest way to hit 500. Go right ahead. What? I'm not going to ban anyone. The balls of sugar. Oh. Y2 sugar. It's Y2 yeah. The paywalls of sugar. That's what it's going to be. The paywall, not the walls of Jericho. It'll be the paywalls of sugar. That's right. You got to subscribe to the OnlyFans, I guess.
Right. That's premium content.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do. I do like, if it's done right, I do like a pulp kind of style.
Yeah.
That old style books. And I don't remember seeing too many of the combo with pulp and fantasy that combine together. And I am intrigued by the idea of it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like Robert E. Howard's kind of the king, between Conan and Solomon Kane and Cull and everything else that he did with his career. So, like there is fantasy stuff in pulp, but yeah, it's not as prolific, I guess, as like the proto superhero stuff, like the Shadow, Doc Savage.
And there was a comic. Gosh, what was that called? I think it was called. Let me look it up here. It bugged me. Yeah, there was one called a comic called Dr. Spectre.
Dr. Spectre.
I don't know if it's pulp. It was from Golden Key, but every cover I've seen of it looked really cool.
Huh.
No idea.
Yeah, I keep seeing it. Like there was one guy who was always sharing the covers of them on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh, look at that!" And every time it was always this cool guy fighting supernatural things, and the covers was always pretty wild looking.
Do you have one you can throw up on screen?
Let me see. Let me find one here. Like it's probably not. Okay, I guess it's just supernatural. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it would just be supernatural. But like, let's see. Where's Marinus when I need him? He probably knows it.
I hate Twitter now.
Like the occult files of Dr. Spectre.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've seen some of these.
I thought these were pretty neat looking, like the covers and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Twitter won't even let me reply to a tweet saying "fuck that guy."
What?
I just saw a tweet about like one of the the NPD guy saying that if any prime minister backing out on the mandates are cowards, and I'm just writing "fuck that guy" sideways, and Twitter won't let me.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm like, why? It's a no.
Yeah, those covers are very, very pulpy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to get some of these, and I'd like to get those.
That reminds me of the old little Pulp Fiction, like you were saying.
The old horror Marvel horror that came like in like a magazine size, the bigger
Yep.
size.
Right.
I'd
Yeah.
like to get some of those, and I'd like to get like the old Dracula books and stuff.
Dude, that's the thing. The other day I ordered one of those. Like it's one of those Pulp Marvel thing, collectible, like the horror one.
Yeah.
And it came, like I'm like I ordered it and it came in and it's manga size. It's digest size. I was like,
Oh, that's a bummer.
yeah, but at least I have them because they're hard to find, right? Like
Yeah. Like
But-
I really, I've been trying to track down those Tomb of Dracula omnibuses, but those are way out of print.
yes.
Yeah, Marinus was showing me something there on Twitter. They were called like Essentials or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
They
it was,
can
like, in
also be-
black and white.
They can also be really hard to find. Like it took me a while to find my Wolverines. I wanted to have the Wolverines one by Mark Silvestri.
Yeah.
And-
I
One
I
of them
always. I always thought that Dark Horse was really bad about keeping stuff in print. Turns out Marvel's terrible at it too.
Yeah, the only thing they seem good lately is to keep those omnibus and deluxe and very expensive editions.
Right.
because right now it's omnibus and absolute. Like, and I don't get it. Like, for something like like the Jack Kirby thing, or like Frank Miller stuff, like very very like how could you say iconic series. I can understand you want to do an absolute edition, but now they're doing that for everything.
Yeah, like for stuff that clearly doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
What I can't wait for is like 2 or 3 years down the road when they start putting out like absolute editions for like the shit SJW comics that are out now, like
But that
like the Squirrel Girl omnibus.
Yeah, but dude,
like,
that's the thing. Is that the thing? If you pay attention to what's happening for the last 2-3 years, and I know you've been,
oh yeah,
dude, what happened to all those fucking trade paperbacks?
right.
Yeah.
They shipped them in trucks to fucking thing.
They're
The
all-
only thing keeping them alive right now, keeping them afloat, it's the sell of those goddamn old comics omnibus and those freaking absolute they're doing.
Well, yeah, that
It's
was
the only thing they're selling.
That was the whole thing that DiDio was saying a couple of years before he got shit canned at DC, right? Like
Mhm.
he couldn't understand why the older reprints were selling more than their newer stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a correlation, my friend. You just gotta think
Yeah.
about it for like 5
Like,
seconds.
it's a good thing for people like me, but it's a bad thing for collectors right now. Like,
Right.
if you think about it, for people like me that are not really collectors as much as I collect, but I collect because I want to have them.
Mhm.
Like, it's not that I'm gonna CDC them and I'm gonna, not gonna read them or touch them. No, I'm buying them to read them and have them on my desk, right?
Right.
But so for me, an omnibus trade paperback, like I'll sell my freaking floppies. I don't care. I have the trade paperback, right, or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But for the collectors though, right now is they're screwing up everybody that's been collecting books for years. Because
Mhm.
not only are they releasing omnibus, but they're doing 3rd edition, 4th edition, absolute edition, and here's another edition, and here's this. So now they're not that hard to find. Because that's the thing with essentials. The reason why they're hard to find the essentials because they used to be limited.
Mhm. Mhm.
They were not going in overprint and stuff like that. They were limited. Like they were selling out.
Yeah, and like I was saying with Dark Horse, my problem with them is like they just don't keep anything in print. Like, I was collecting the oversized editions of Lone Wolf and Cub, and by the time like I got around to picking up volume 3, they were on like volume 6 or 7, and like volume 4 through 6 was just like out of print. I'm like, these are evergreen titles. Like you should have them readily available at all times, and it seems that that's how their entire line is.
I'm guessing it probably has to do with royalties. Since they are a company that works with IPs that they don't own.
Sure.
So I'm guessing it's like like if I go to you, give me the rights to God's Fear Me. And you'll say, okay, and our agreement is I'm allowed to print that many this for that for a year or something, and then after that I cannot keep it under press because you're getting your rights back or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw that, Red. Yeah, man.
Sugar Sip can be Red Dress Chris's dwarf sidekick, another IP. But now, hold up, hold on here. I already have a dwarf sidekick. His name is Sim. He is my version of Puck.
Oh, fuck yes. Fuck was awesome.
There's a bunch of the little pawn shop there on Main Street has a bunch of Alpha Flight. I was tempted to pick them up, but
Oh, dude, they were good.
They're too
For a
much.
while, they were good.
It's like $1.25 for each issue. I was like, oh,
Like it's weird. Like I haven't really read them before until I found out Jim Lee worked on it back in the days, right?
Mhm.
And I went back and grabbed a few issues of the Jim Lee run, and then you find out that Byrne worked on it too, and they're like, okay, but yeah, they had really cool stories. But then after that, it really, really turned to shit. Like it started like shit, ended up good, and then ended up like shit.
yeah. It was good seeing you, Trish.
But
Right.
Puck was the best thing out of the Alpha Flight thing. Puck and Sasquatch.
We got Ace.
Hey, Ace, how's it going?
Let's see. Turd edition. What? Okay.
I think she's behind on the stream.
Turd edition. Yeah, I got a question here.
What's up?
Mike, the drawn into here.
Yeah, what's up?
No, I try to only get drawn into like one like universe at a time, so there's no continuity issues.
Mm-hmm.
So would that be an issue if I did that here?
Well, no, because again, you would be one of the previous victims, so you're already expired at this point.
Okay.
Okay, let me do something even more interesting. Try and figure out if you can get yourself in every book and IP, and maybe in the end you'll find out that you're the key.
Yes, I'm the key to everything.
Well, I mean, look, Chris and I have talked about this. Like, he already has kind of a bigger role in The Gods Fear Me than he was supposed to originally.
Yeah.
You're going to be seeing Chris again in Volume 2 and Volume 3.
Yeah, I actually didn't die this time.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway. Maybe later. I don't know. Don't know what's happening with me.
And canonically, you didn't die after your appearance in Deepwell. You're well, it's spoilers, but hell with it. You're still
No.
You're still Myra's driver. So
Where's Steve die? Let's see. So I'll start drinking that. yeah, exactly. Right. Start, sure.
Right, start.
Rather, sure. Oh, Lordy. So how long we been going? An hour and a half? Yeah, I think we should probably start to wrap it up.
He tried to pull that off when me going like, you can only die once in a universe, and I'm like, dude, it's a sci-fi universe and a non-verse. I can clone you and kill you as many times as I want.
No, only die once.
Right.
He's like that, recycle assassin, the Scud, the recycle, the what is it again? Disposable assassin. Well, he's the disposable host, so he can get killed every fucking time, but he has to come back for the morning roast every morning. So
right. And what's crazy is, like, I have that rule with the Murphyverse where each universe is individual and unique. There's no doubles of characters. Like, there's no other like Red Key. There's just one. So technically, Chris, you're an anomaly in the Murphyverse because there's two of you so far.
Well, there we go. We're getting the plot for the red dress dilemma.
Yep.
Get it? He has to go and kill all the other copies of himself to clear the Murphyverse and be the one.
I like where this is going, Sim.
There's a movie about that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is the Highlander in the red dress.
I'm gonna start being like Jet Li.
That's what I had in mind. Like Jet Li, the one, yeah.
80 miles an hour.
Let the body hit the floor.
Right, just a million Chris's climbing up that pyramid at the end.
That was a good movie, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
So,
Fun fact: it was Jason Statham's first American film.
Huh.
yeah, we need to start doing the wrap up for this show.
Don't forget to sub, like, and share.
Everybody,
And if you want to see Chris in a red dress, you know what to do. 1,000 subs.
we got Tales from the Netverse #2 mailing list. So
Yeah.
Hey.
Right now, I'm working real hard on me and Beacon working real hard getting those first color samples done.
That's awesome.
And as soon as that ready, we're launching the campaign. That's the only thing we're waiting for. It's getting the samples done because I don't want to launch the campaign with just black and white page. It will be colored. So we're launching very soon. So get on it because everybody that's on the mailing list and backs the book will be getting an extra sketch card. Plus, you get access to special tiers like a deduction. I don't know. Discount. There you go. Sorry, I'm not fully awake yet.
And then Mr. Jimmy.
Yeah. We have
Yeah, we got Life of Cora. It's got 30 days left. It's already hit its funding.
It's over 200% funded, but we're not done yet. I extended only yesterday, so we got another 30 days coming. And yeah, I ordered the plushies as well, so I'm gonna pay for them this week, and then they should arrive late March, early April, late April at latest, depending on shipping. So yeah, there's plenty available still. Be sure to grab one because they're going pretty fast, actually. Like even outside of the campaign.
Mm-hmm. And then, all right, and of course, Longshadow. I need to. Gosh dang it! Don't show these tips again. Go away. There we go. Share.
Did you say don't show those tits?
I mean, you should always wait.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what? Yeah. What?
Yeah. Wait.
What the hell are you trying to do to us here?
Yeah.
Moving on. Longshadow.
Bad Chris.
God.
Chris. You don't mislead your brothers like that. The hell? It's like gorgeous baby, and we turn around and it's a bearded lady or something.
Coming back to dwarves.
There must be some show left. No, we're wrapping it up now, Woodrow. But yes, and everybody should go check out Longshadow. And if you're into the idea of a high fantasy pulp novel, then you should be sure to give it a backing.
Please do. Yeah, I'm going to be hustling hard this week, man. On with Raging Golden Eagle tomorrow, and still setting up shows for the second half of the week. And towards Thursday-ish, maybe Friday, we should be revealing Preston Acevedo's alternate cover.
Neat.
Lube it on. What?
What? Red, for shame.
Red. What are you talking about?
Red,
No,
yeah.
not coming back.
That was a lewd comment.
All right, and let's see. What is Sam? What is this?
This is Planet 69. For the story Planet 69, I'm doing the colors for the first pages, and as you can see, I'm doing a little wink. So I don't know if you know what that is.
That's a spaceship.
Vaguely.
So obviously, you have no clue what it is. So if anybody's like grew up watching Grandizer, knew what the hell that is.
Ovaries.
And anybody that has any cultivated or any education know what that is.
Everybody knows what that is.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on.
It's a Winnebago with wings.
Yeah, and it's up yours.
With love.
And you have one of those little starships in the back. I don't know what that is.
Nobody cares about them.
That's trash.
Yeah, but if you don't know what that is, well, go get you need to go educate yourself.
All right. Let's see. He's referencing the Rusty Butt Plug. The little ship that makes the head.
This is coloring one of the pigeon, and as you can see, this is the palettes
Wow.
of the adverts so far. So yeah.
All right. All right, everybody. We're heading off here. Thanks for joining us, everybody in the chat. Thanks, Mike, for thanks everybody here in the panel for hopping in on Valentine's Day and whatnot.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Chris. It's
We
been too
didn't have
long.
anything better to do. I'm pretty sure we're all single, and
Well,
so
Well, except for Mike. I mean.
yeah, I'm the family man here.
exceptions validate the rule.
Yep.
Tell Selena that I need to get. I just need to reach out to her, see how she's doing again. I haven't talked to her in a couple weeks or so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she said to say hi.
Yeah.
Chris is asking the little ship that makes the head. No, actually, Grandizer. That's Trenzor Z. Grandizer was coming out of the saucer, so technically the robot's missing.
All right, everybody. See y'all later.
All right,
Later.
later.